Today we've got a look at a vintage Diana camera clone. Coming right up. Many of you are probably familiar with this old classic, the Diana camera. Introduced in the 1960s by a company called Great Wall. These were cheap plastic cameras that took 120 film. They were so cheap they were often given away as promotional items. Well, speaking of giving these away, I actually won another Diana camera in a giveaway from Mr. Jamie Maldonado. Jamie is a professional photographer based in Texas here in the US. He's what I call a phygital photographer. He shoots film and digital. He shoots a lot of models and is a master of the backlit portrait. He posts a lot of behind-the-scenes photo shoots here on YouTube. He's got some popular videos featuring digitizing your negatives with the DSLR, and I'll leave links to some of his videos in the description. So, in celebration of reaching 600 subscribers here on YouTube, Jamie gave away a Diana camera. Sort of. You see, the camera he sent me is what's known as a Diana clone. For all intents and purposes, it's a Diana camera, just without the Diana name. This particular one is labeled ASIANA. The basic Diana camera is produced under a lot of different names like Annie, Arrow, Banner, Globe, Windsor, among others, and these are collectively known as Diana clones. So the basic guts of these Diana cameras are about the same, but there are some important differences. I'm going to go ahead and grab my original Diana and also the ASIANA that Jamie sent me so we can do a quick side-by-side comparison. We've got the Diana on the left here, the ASIANA on the right. You take a look at the back here. And the bottom panel, you can see they're virtually identical. If we open up the latch here on the bottom, take a look at the inside. Again, insides are the same. Now, you can notice some differences on the top panel here. On the original Diana, the viewfinder is placed right in the center of the top panel. And then on the ASIANA, it's offset a little bit to the side, which makes framing a little bit more difficult, a little bit trickier with the ASIANA. You can, of course, see that on the front. Again, centralized viewfinder on the Diana. A little bit offset on the ASIANA here. The biggest differences are on the lens barrel itself. You can see on the original Diana, there are shutter settings for eye or instant or bulb. Right here, this is the instant setting. And this is bulb. You can see on the barrel of the ASIANA, you don't have that there. So there's just one fixed shutter speed on the ASIANA. You can do bulb on the original Diana. Now, the Diana does not have a tripod socket anyway, so I really don't know how useful that bulb mode is. Now, the fixed shutter speed could be around 1/60th of a second, maybe 1/100th, maybe a 30th. Quality control, again, is not really a thing with Diana and her clones. On the ASIANA, again, there's just that one fixed shutter speed. There is no bulb option. Another big difference is that there are 3 different aperture settings on the original Diana: cloudy, partly cloudy, and sunny, which correspond roughly to f11, f13, and f19. You can see these down here. Again, 3 aperture settings. But here on the ASIANA, again, there's no such settings there. On the front nameplate, you can see one more difference in addition to the name difference, of course. On the original Diana, the zone focus range is measured or labeled in feet. 4 to 6 feet, 6 to 12 feet, 12 feet to infinity. On the ASIANA, you can see it's actually measured or labeled in meters. 1 to 2 meters, 2 to 4 meters, 4 meters to infinity. You're going to see in the images that focus is a relative term with these cameras anyway. Jamie put the black tape on this one here just to try to block out or cut down on some of the light leaks. Again, the camera uses 120 film and produces square images, but they're smaller than the standard 6x6 you might be used to, so you can actually get 16 images on a single roll. All the images you're about to see were taken with HP5 Plus film on the ASIANA, developed with the Cinesto DF96 monobath, and scanned with my Epson V550. Pretty soft, right? Light leaks, vignetting, blur. Again, since quality control is pretty lax on these cameras, each one is going to give its own unique look. This particular one was a little bit blurry for my personal taste, but a lot of people dig that look. I've got a lot of Diana clones, and my favorite one is the Globe. It's got a little bit sharper focus, which you can see in the image here, but again, sharp and focus are not generally words that are associated with Diana cameras. Now, the good folks at Lomography have revived the Diana name, so in addition to the vintage Dianas, there's now a newer line that includes pinholes, 35mm Instax, and even 110 cameras. I do plan on uploading a video featuring my personal collection of Diana cameras later this year. If you want to catch that video and all future episodes of The Old Camera Guy, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Old Camera Guy. Again, a big thanks to Jamie Maldonado for sending me this camera. I never met a toy camera I didn't like, and I had a blast shooting the ASIANA. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, do some good, have some fun, and shoot some film.